Lord, give me the capacity to do more than I already am doing, because I'm trying to strive for so much, because I see so much in myself, but I feel like I don't have enough mental space. I don't have enough energy to do all the things that I want to set out to do. Lord, help me increase my capacity. Woo! Hi Beauty Marks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela Ricardo, and if you're new, I am a life coach, actress, speaker, host, all the things, and I am here to talk to many of you who are all the things, and sometimes you feel like you can't fit another thing into your day. Increasing your capacity is something that we all are working on when we are all trying to figure out, how can I live the life that I keep seeing in my mind, but it's very hard to actually execute in real time. I get it. The days go by so fast and you get disappointed in yourself, because it's not that you're not already working hard. It's just you can't figure out how to fit new things into an already packed schedule. How do we increase our capacity? Well, I want to start with the definition of capacity. Capacity is the maximum amount that something can contain. So if you are at capacity at this very moment, which many of us feel like we are, how do we create more space? I used to have this prayer, and I still pray all the time, this prayer of, God, please give me the capacity to be all the things that I feel you want me to be in this lifetime, like my mission and my purpose in this life. How can I live it out if I'm already full and drained and don't have the energy to add anything else to my day? And with that prayer, I felt like I was always coming from a negative space. Like, God, I am tired. What else can I fit in my day? And it was not from a sense of, understanding that, yeah, he understands that I'm full and I'm tired and all those things. But he also has to, I also have to understand that when I pray this, I have to be ready for what he removes. That's how you gain more capacity. You are one person, you have a mission, you have many missions, you have a purpose on this life. So when God removes things from you, we've got to learn to stop being so discouraged when he takes a person away or a job away. I remember God took a job away from me and a person in the same week. And I was like, what? And an opportunity that I was working really hard to see come to fruition, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. All the things were happening at the same time, and it made me feel unprepared, and it made me not execute the way I had wanted to. But that was all in his timing. That was all a part of his plan. It was to make me Teflon strong and be more discerning of the types of things and people I was allowing into my life. So to increase your capacity, you've got to get okay with letting things go, because the only way to increase the capacity is to let things go. I wrote all these notes down, and I was like, oh, I'm going to follow this list, and I'm still going to pull up the list, but it's starting to dawn on me what this really means. Like, it's like having a cup of water. How can you add more to this glass if it's already full? You got to pour some of it out, right? So we have a lot of things that we're full of right now that really aren't giving us anything. No energy back, no love back, no resources back, nothing. So we're just pouring into and giving to things that every single day show us over and over again they're not meant to be in our life. Whether it's a vice, you're smoking, you're drinking, you're partying too much, you're staying up too late. What is the payoff from you doing that? What if you remove some of those things I just named? How much more energetic would you be if you remove some vices? You know what I'm saying? How much more happy would you be if you stopped going back and forth with people and just realize that we're going to agree to disagree, and I'm going to go ahead and remove myself? It's just that simple, but it's just that hard too. I get it. We're humans. We have emotions. We want love relationships. We want to go have what we call fun, which is normally vices that bring us nothing but detriment down the line. We've got to learn how to change what we consider good relationships, what we consider good company, what we consider good fun. We've got to change that to increase our capacity. Increasing your capacity is going to mean surprising yourself. Okay? Because when you surprise yourself, you're opening up your mind to new adventures and new things, and that changes the way you move. We've got to stop doing things the way we've always done them and start doing what we need to be doing. You've been stuck on this hamster wheel forever of how you do every single morning, how you do every single evening, how you do at work, how you do business, how you do friendships, how you do relationships, how you do fitness. You haven't changed, and that's why you haven't changed. Another way that you will increase your capacity is to stop doing the right things occasionally and start doing the right things daily. How many times do you wake up and look at your to-do list and you decide to do all of the things you don't mind doing first, and you burn yourself out doing the dishes, washing the clothes, going to the gym, going to the grocery store, cooking your food. You come home, you're like, oh, I did so many other things on my list today. I'll just move this thing to tomorrow. And for some reason, that thing keeps getting moved to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to tomorrow, to where it's never getting done. And then you start feeling guilty. And then you start feeling like, oh my gosh, it's just so overwhelming living life. And the whole hamster wheel of thoughts starts hitting you that you feel like you don't have the capacity to make things happen. But you do. You just have to do the right thing that you have to do the thing that matters the most first, and create the habit of getting things done. It's not easy. You know how many times I've burnt myself out doing a heavy leg day at the gym and coming home to some, oh, I'll do all that stuff tomorrow because I'm tired after the gym. There's some seasons where some stuff takes precedent, and then there's some seasons where other stuff does. When I'm growing my business stuff takes precedent. And then when all of that heady work stuff gets done that I'm not used to doing all the time, until I get fully used to it, that stuff's got to come first, because that's the thing that's keeping me from actually growing to the next level. I got to knock that stuff out first. So you have to knock out the most important things in this season of your life. Whatever the most important thing is for you to get done right now, knock it out first to eliminate the excuse. When you're increasing your capacity, you've got to start letting that stuff that's deep down inside of you that no one knows about, that singing that you do in the shower only, or the guitar you play in your bedroom that no one knows about, or that writing skill that you have and the books you want to write and all the things you're great at, you got to stop hiding that stuff. When you are expanding your capacity as a human being, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to stop doing what's expected of you. Everyone expects you to just have a 9 to 5. Everyone expects you to just, pay all your bills and just live this perfect life. You want to have a husband, you want to have a house. That's what the world expects of you. And you keep falling into it knowing that that's not fully how your story really goes for what you define as your happiness. And I'm not saying any of those things I just named don't matter, because they do if that's what you want. But what do you want? You got to change the way you let the world tells you how to live. How do you want to live? How do you want to see your life when you wake up in the morning? Are you a singer? Are you a dancer? Do you want to start a business? You've got to show up for you now. Not what they've been telling you is the right way to do it and the steps that they've been showing you is the right way to live this perfect life. What does the perfect life look like for you? You got to start showing up as the authentic version of you, and that's how you increase your capacity. And this is solely because you feel tight right now. You feel bound right now. You feel stuck right now. You feel like you can't add anything else to your day, otherwise you'll collapse. But everything you're doing right now isn't really authentically you. There's parts of your day that you can eliminate. You're just afraid to. And I get it. It's hard to release the things that feel stable and safe. But what is life if it's just to be safe forever? And you always in the back of your mind know you have gifts and talents and goals and dreams that you never try to acquire because the idea of being unsafe is so scary to you, you'd rather stay stuck? You're going to increase your capacity when you start showing yourself new things about yourself. There's something about knowing you're exploring the deeper versions of yourself that makes you feel like the sky's the limit, and that is going to increase your capacity. Do you know that when you go for your dreams, there's another world out there that you haven't explored yet? Do you know how good that feels? It's scary, but you know how good that feels? Would you rather have the boring hamster wheel life that you know isn't really you, but feels safe? Or would you rather have this adventure that makes you feel like life is like you're living your life? Who wants to roll over every morning when the alarm clock goes off and have to do 5 different things to make yourself wake up? Coffee, caffeine, pill, vitamins, another coffee, loud music. You have to do all these things just to hype yourself up for a life you don't really want. Increasing your capacity means make a new challenge for yourself. What if you challenge yourself to move this year to another country? What if you challenge yourself to really go forward this time and hire a trainer? What if you challenge yourself to get out of bad relationships and get into groups with women who are cool just like you, who are building a business, who are getting in shape? You join a community of people that you would like to be like, so you can start changing the way your tribe looks. That's how you increase your capacity. I challenge you to make room for more and to release what isn't serving you. And I know we say that a lot and we hear that a lot, but it's the truth. The job that is bringing you down and causing you anxiety and stress that you can't sleep at night. It's time to start thinking about the game plan, the exit plan, the relationship that makes you feel less than and you know you're not getting what you deserve or desire and you're not getting back what you're putting into it. It's time to release it. There are 1 billion people on this planet. What you want is not too much. Whew, I need to write a video on that. What you want is not too much, and that goes for all areas of your life. Every area of your life, everything you want is not too much. Why do you think some people have already obtained it? It's not that it's not available, but you're making it seem that it's not available to you. So I want you to increase your capacity and learn to love yourself enough to know that where you are right now don't have to be where you always stay. You have the abilities to make your life what you want it, but a game plan is always necessary. You make the game plan with him. Pray for more capacity. Allow him to release things and situations that do not match where he's sending you. You only want things that are getting you to your destiny, nothing less. So when things have to be removed from your life and you find out things you didn't really want to know, but now you know, listen, accept it. And it's time to move on. I know it's easier said than done, but love yourself enough to know that anything that leaves you wasn't meant for you anyways. Anything that deceives you, hurts you, or just isn't for you, it's just not for you. But there's so much out there that is. So I invite you to definitely this week think about what you really want and what's not helping you. Write it in 2 columns if you have to on a piece of paper. Slowly start removing yourself from things and slowly start putting yourself in situations that feel like the new you. It's time we learn to invest in ourselves. We are the best investment. Coaches, personal trainers, courses, all of those things help you become a better you. Joining communities of people who are striving for what you're striving for. These are things you have to start doing to expand your capacity. It's time for new to be poured into you. That's why you feel bored and stagnant. You need something to shake you up in a good way. Now, as a life coach and someone that has been doing health coaching and acting and fitness for years, I will tell you, your mental health and your physical health, if they're not top tier, you're not going to be in your right mind to make the best decisions for yourself. So always replenish yourself every single day, whatever that means for you, because the capacity you have for yourself will be how you treat other people. So how you show up in the world will be completely determined by how you show up for yourself. So show up for yourself. Feed yourself good food. Drink great amounts of water every day. Get great sleep. Make your sleeping habits better. Like start going to bed at a particular time at night so your body knows when it's time to wind down. We got to make plans to make our lives feel better for us. There's nothing wrong with prioritizing yourself. It's not selfish. If you're not good to you, then what can you expect from other people? They're going to treat you how you treat yourself. Create those boundaries. Learn that this is a life that you're going to be on a journey of learning more and more about yourself. So at this point in your journey, learn to invest enough in yourself, to love yourself enough to know that this is not all that God has for you. He has so much more. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can email me at beautymarkcoaching@gmail.com, or you can visit my website, www.pamelathebeauty.com, and see what services that I offer. And as always, Beauty Marks, I pray that you have an amazing week. You expand your capacity. You give yourself nothing but the best self-love and self-care, and that you honor yourself and that you forgive yourself. It doesn't matter when you start. It just matters that you do. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.